Hello, world. My name is Eric Lee Manlett, Sr. I want to first apologize for everything that's going on around the world for the last 5 years. I believe if I broadcasted my message a little stronger about my convictions and what I stand for, I believe I could have made some changes around the world that could have been positive for mankind. And I believe that we could be even more advanced now together as a united world than we are. Before I made a message, it was February 27th, 2020, and it was just before we was considered in a pandemic when then President Trump said that when 15 people on a boat had COVID that it would disappear like the flu, and that didn't happen. And I knew to make a message about, among other things that was going on around the world, that I had to speak up as a human being because I care about everyone. And there's been so many people throughout history that lost their lives and never had a chance to even speak out on the things that were going on in that. And them are the real heroes that never had a chance. And what I want to say is, I believe my life and death is for all that was, all that is, and all that hopefully, by the grace of God, if we allow it, working together, will be in the future. If there will be a future. I mean, of course, it's going to take a long time for things to go super negative. They'll always try to make it, and I'm talking about the people with power and everything that's going on. They'll make it us be able to stay alive for as long as but they don't understand what greed is greed. And either we're going to be tired of the oppression, and trust me, there's more people being oppressed and real oppressed than us that work jobs or live in okay decent areas in the world that ain't being affected. We're being oppressed no matter what. The only people that ain't being oppressed are the super wealthy and the super powerful that run the country. And they got the playbook that keeps us oppressed. Keep us divided, put labels on us, make it a left and right thing that always spin a narrative that make us fight over each other. And I want to say something to the people that's far right. The far right, we know, are people that are considered prejudiced people that hate all ethnicities, people from around the world, this and that. And we know the far left are just individual that love showing their individualities and their difference and whatever it may be. Whatever our different thing is, our individuality is, we love to express it. They love to express it. And there's always a divide between that, no matter what it is. But the problem is this: no matter what we do in life, the ones that succeed the most, you go through any area in history, the most diverse areas will always succeed. Always. You see how we live. Yeah, it's not perfect because of the political divide. Always, it's always like one side of the, like if it's a city, like the west sides will always look nicer than the east sides because of political reasons. And it's so easy. And my message right now is gonna be about what we can do right now to change all that. Because the super wealthy, the people with power, they're the ones that are gonna always keep us divided. But I just devised an idea that I know will always go against them, and there's nothing they can do about it because they need us more than we need them. And when we flood the market with my idea around the world, it's going to put an end to all poverty, and it's going to solve all the problems, because we will put a chokehold on evil and on their ideology that will end all this. I got the idea. Now, for all you for all you for all you athletes, for all you musical people, I can't even say it right now, musicians, and all you music and TV actors and actresses from around the world. I looked it up, and there's so many of you alive right now that are very wealthy people. Okay, if you was to create jobs, and I'm talking about flooding the market with jobs needed, that's the same that's even now but different, that just makes everything a little cheaper. You just flooded the market, whether it's department stores, supermarkets, whatever, gas stations, banks, you know, as long as it makes you, if they're making billions, you make millions. If they're making millions, you make hundreds of thousands. If they're making hundreds of thousands, you make tens of thousands. If they're making tens of thousands, you make thousands. Down, if as long as you're making a profit and you're creating jobs around big cities. I'll give you an example. Say Ohio or Cleveland is a big city, okay? If you go down to even just say some of the main east side streets like St. Clair, Superior, Miles, Broadway, Euclid, you go down from East 30th to like the 200s, them alone streets will create so many jobs. And think about every other city like that. There's so many of you guys, musicians, now I could say it, athletes, and actors and actresses around the world. And listen to this, most of you guys get your money from white people. So they're going to need you guys no matter what. It's not like, oh, we're not going to pay you guys now because you guys are creating these jobs from. Man, they need you. They need you. And you're going to keep making money off of them. So create jobs with it. Flood the markets around the cities in that. You don't need to make big. Look, if they're selling toilet paper at discount drug marts, or not discount, any store sells them for $1.10 for a 4-pack in that, for cheap toilet paper in that, you sell it for 75 cents. If they're selling things for $5, you sell it for $2-3. You buy a mass amount of it. Look, I do the same thing in that, and that's how I make my side jobs in that. I'm an entrepreneur in that. I buy low and I make a few bucks off of it if I can. I mean, I'm not working. I busted my ass for too many people and made them too much money in that. Well, I made no, man. When I first started working, $4.75 an hour, $5.15. When I was making checks, it was only 150 something a week, working 60 something hours. Yeah, that was the early 2000s in there, and it's getting better. Man, minimum wage still is. I cannot believe it, man. What minimum wage is? The federal man. Forget all that, man. Flood the market. Get this message to all the musicians, all the athletes, and all the actors and actresses in there around the world. Man, the Messiers, the Slantons, the freaking Ronaldos, you guys alone got. Can't even fathom the money you guys got. You can help the NATO countries. When we help the NATO countries and the countries that are being oppressed see what we're doing, then we can talk at the table with them and that. They're never going to listen to us. A person like me, I'm a white man. I can talk. They'll listen. They'll never. I don't care how educated, how much power you guys got. They're never gonna listen to a minority. The best thing you guys can do is help the people. Flood the market with open opportunity. I'm telling you, you get business managers or whatever. I know you already got business people in there anyways. You see what I'm saying with the cities? Help the rural, help the farmers. Look, farmer people live in the countries. You know what your problem is? I lived in Tennessee before, in buttfuck Egypt. Excuse my front. I mean, in the boondocks of in the hills too. In there, man, you guys have to drive 3 to 5 miles just to get to a gas station, just to then drive 3 to 5 miles just to get into town and do your shopping in there. You guys has got to let the market open up to where you got more opportunity of stores. And you're creating stores. Create stores on your property. Sell some of that property so you can develop more land for people to live in, and they can open up the market in that, and then they can invest in them areas in that. You don't need but so much farming, and if you're a farmer, man, get that money in that, man. Get businesses going around you, so you ain't having to go 3 5 miles down the road in that. You gotta open up your horizon with other ideas beside this little markets. They're not going to open up the market, and people are suffering around the world. This is why I'm trying to get my point across. They're letting us all be oppressed, especially the countries that never have a chance. This is the part it kills me the most. I'm a caring human being. I have a strong relationship with God, and I don't throw my religion on nobody. He gives us free will. But good is good, bad is bad. I've seen good people do bad things, and I've seen bad people do good things. Period. It's all about what we want to do in life. And think about the people that's always had hate in your hearts. It's all because of our history. We just came from a time where your ancestors hated more. That's all it was. They were, whether it be about they're scared or greed or whatever, mistaken, whatever. Let's stop it. It's not getting nowhere. And we're always going to lose. This is another thing I want to get to. To all the military people around the world. You've been used by human beings that only saw you as an object to a mean. I know you served your guys' country well, and the people that suffered just alongside you are the ones that loved you the most, and it wasn't the people that sent you to die. They didn't give a frick about you. We do. We suffer with you. We do. I've had family that died in serving. It's tough. I want to end all wars. I don't want no one. I'm willing to die on the cross for all of us to have a better life. All of us, though. The people that are suffering that we will never know about, that are suffering in this world. Not just in no little part of country or city or no, around the world. The people they use as sex slaves or objects to do their bidding, making this stuff super cheap. That's why it's super cheap. They don't care about the people that have to make it. They're paying them nothing. Flood the market. Flood the market around the world. Open up so many jobs, whatever it is. Gyms. It could be, like I said, department stores, grocery stores. You know how many old people or single parents that already have enough in their life to struggle on, that have to go even further out their way because there's nothing around them to get what they need in that, when there could be so many. Create the jobs. You guys have never had the power more than you have. And you guys say, oh, we got our platforms to talk of, or you guys do so much donate in, or this and that. But yeah, you're just doing what the white people want you to do. Do the opposite. Do what you need to do. Flood the market. Create jobs. Yeah, I want to create a winery, or I want to own a team, or I want to do. No. Create security jobs. Create whatever it is. There's so many opportunities. If you go down to like the East 30th to the East 200th of some of these main ass streets on the east side, you're going to see, so, have your business people check out the Google everything. You know these, I'm telling you, man, create jobs for the people, flood the market. Because the people that's got the superpower, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They want to see people divided. They want to see us no opportunities, so people got to cheat, steal, kill, whatever, and go to jail. Flood the market. We can all live together. I made a message, like I said, February 27th, 2020, I made a message, the united world. And I still believe in it. Man, I even said, this is why I apologize first for with the last 5 years. I even said to like Putin and Xi Jinping, and I don't want to butcher North Korea's leader because I think I said his name wrong last time in that, but I respect look, if we can all change, think about this. They can either be Negans and Darth Vaders, or they could be Palpatines and Alphas. And we know what happened to the Alphas and the Palpatines. And we know people like a Negan that we would never think to give a chance again, you know, they could be they deserve a chance if they give up their hate and their evil ways and they try to make amends by giving the power up that they got that they know they don't deserve, that they're just give it to the people. Give the power to the people and see, don't want to just let us run amok in that. No. Let's make some universal rules. Look, there's so many things that we need to do that we could further advance in the future. Creating jobs in space, creating jobs on land, on water, underwater. So many jobs. Man, think about you military people that had to go through grueling obstacles in life. Now think about if you could go into space and work instead of, you know, having to go to your deaths or to kill somebody. I know you think you're protecting people in that, and you're doing it for a noble cause, and you are. But think of the casualties. Think of your mindsets. All you guys that suffer so much. You suffer so much. And hearing your stories now that we get to see it on either TikTok or Facebook, wherever it's at. I mean, look, before this all started becoming popular the last 5 years of seeing people's messages, and what I know now from 4 or 5 years ago, I know way more now than I did. So I'm glad that my message didn't echo, but think of all the people that has died since February 27th, 2020. I am so sorry, world. I am. All this is on me. I will die for our sins in the near future. That's no matter what. That's my way to go. And ain't nobody gonna stop me from that. I dare someone to. Only one that can is God telling me, Eric, that's not the way. If I die the normal causes, then I die. But look, people, I love everyone that's ever lived, died, and will be in the future. For people that say they're pro-life, prove it by being pro everyone. Care. Care. Don't just say, oh yeah, you're pro-life, but care. You guys want to use the Bible and this and that to your gains in that, but we're always going to be seen hypocritical. Always. We're hypocrites. Period. If we don't love all, if we're not willing to die for all, if we don't care about what's going on, then and look, he gives us free will. He gives us free will. If people are good all around the world, then we would never have to worry about anything. But we do because we allow it to happen because, oh, well, that's over there, so there's nothing we could do about that. Or they're this as a label, so we can't. No, they believe this way, and we believe. Look, if they do have hate, then yes, let's fight the hate. Let's show that we can unite around the world. Because like I said, once they flood the market, those that can, that's got the money, and there's so many opportunities around the world, we are going to stop the oppression. Right now, it's not going to stop. They got the power. And there's nothing we could do about it until we stop it. The people in the military around the world, you do got the power. Your country government will tell you what to do. And they want you to kill innocent people. They want you to fight and hate each other. For what? You know in your hearts that if there was a chance that you never had to die and could be with your loved ones and live a good life with everyone doing good, if you knew that there was a chance that everyone's doing good in the world and all is at peace and there's no war, I think you would change that for having to go to war. Because what are we fighting for if we're not fighting for peace? I know you guys love, and I know you guys are suffering. You guys are at war now. Please, people in Russia, Putin, stop, please. They're not gonna, no one in the world, I said this before you invaded, February 27, 2020. No one would believe if we was to change. And I even said, no one will respect you guys, but I would. I would respect all the bad people that change and care. We could be the blueprint for the future. Right now, in the history books, I said this 5 years, we're the worst ever. Worst ever. We're the worst ever. We got so much knowledge, so much that we can do, and yet here we are. I mean, and it's so obvious what you guys are doing now. Like, look what's going on. We see it with, I mean, we're not going to keep letting the rich, they're saying, eat the rich, eat the rich, eat the rich. Do you guys, I mean, do you get it? It's not a left and right. It's an up and down. It's an up and down. They tried to make it a left and right. I mean, I'm a human being. I will drag this world with me because I'm not a left and right or up and down. I'm a straightforward guy. And I will drag the world with me. Like a song says, a 7-nation army couldn't hold me back. And that's all that's with it. I will drag this world with me. I promise you that. If my ideology differs from everyone else around the world, then I say, come with me. Because I'm tossing my hat in the ring and throwing my ideology in there. No, based on my religion, you have free will to believe what you want to believe. But know that your belief has consequences. Actions speak louder than words. Period. I care about all that's in creation. I would not want nobody on the left to kill nobody on the right. And I want nobody on the right to kill no one on the left. And I wouldn't want nobody from the down to kill anyone on the up. And I'm tired of the up killing us down. That's why it's called beating us down. I'm tired of getting beat down. And I'm not going to, that's why I'm speaking right now. Again, because I'm here for a reason. I will live and die for a cause. And my cause is for all that was, all that is, and by God, if man lets it, all that will be. So I'm telling you, if you served in a country, you got the power. You got capabilities that most of us dream of and we respect. But that don't make you better than us. Especially when you're going to be asked to kill us. My power, I don't serve a man. I serve God. And again, I'm not trying to use that against people, but for that moment only. I will not serve a man. I serve God. So while you guys serve man, come at me because I'm dragging you all with me. Period. Whether you like it or not. I'm not left, right, up, or down. I am straightforward. If you get behind me, because I'll show you where we're going together. Sell the world to me, and I'll give it to the people. Sell the world to me, and I'll give it to the people. And when I say sell it to the world to me, flood the market. Flood the market. Please, you guys got the power. Military, please, help the people. People that's got the money, flood the market. If they're selling it for $1, 75 cents. If they're selling it $5, $2, $3. If it's $50, 20 some, $30. Please, let's stop being greedy. Let's stop being greedy. I said 5 years ago, if we all simultaneously look in the mirror, we will see what the problem is. It's us. We are the problem. I'm not going to keep letting people get oppressed in this world. I live for them. I live for the voiceless. I live for all of us that keep on suffering from the pain of few that make it hard for so many. That has been since like the beginning of time. A few outweighing the many. Let's stop letting it happen. Please. Get this translated around the world. Help each other. Flood the market. Please. You guys can do it. Let's get this message out there. Flood the market. Let's love each other. Let's stop making it left, right, up, and down. And let's move forward. Because that's the only way we can go. And let's stop making the laws that don't even make sense for the future. Your oldest, I'm telling you, like I said before, and I said this 5 years ago, we're living off of prehistoric ideas. Oh, our forefathers, all this, all that. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. All I'm trying to say is I'm too far advanced to keep on living in this world. And I keep seeing people oppressed, and I feel like I'm from the future. I'm like, wait a minute. How are we still letting people be oppressed in the future? I'm telling you, I'm not going to keep letting that happen. If I die, I'm going to die a happy man no matter what. No matter what, I will die a happy man. That's why I'm speaking too. I could die tomorrow and I don't know, I wouldn't know what's going to happen to me. I'm speaking now for a reason. Because we're about to have a president of the United States, once again, Donald Trump, and look, I didn't say his name last time in my message and that, but I did this time because it needs to be said. Let's stop letting people divide us. For all you that's MAGA that followed him, he's already went against you and he said it. I don't need your votes. I don't care about you. I just need your votes. That's what he said to you he's right there in front of you all saying that. He's showing it too. He already sided with Elon Musk. He's always going to side with the billionaires ahead of you guys. He's got everyone laughing at the people that's down, kicking us down. And there's only a few good people in this world that can help us. Military people, and athletes, musicians, and actors and actresses. And think about that. The right one, a lot of you guys gone in that. You know? But you guys could be the ones that help us all. MAGA, please stop being prejudiced in that. Not all of you are. Look, you've only had hate because your ancestors had hate, and they had hate, and they had hate. And you came from hate. Come from love and see what it feels like. If you really go to diverse cities in that or diverse areas and you see how they respect each other, I mean really respect each other. Not saying slurs behind doors and then acting kumbaya around people. Look, I said this 5 years ago in that, you know. Good teams win. And good teams will always win. So if you want to be a good team, you got to work as a team. And we're only as strong as our weakest player. I want to be the weakest player on any team. Because I'm a monster. Wait till I get out in this world. And you guys see what I'm about in that. I'm a monster. There's only a reason why God kept someone like me hidden in that. Because it's been unfair for all y'all. All y'all. For real. I got ideas that make me a billionaire. One of them is the idea where the voice that speaks different languages and that the apps and that. 2003, I had that idea. So I'd like to know who came out with that idea that can translate the languages and that, because I had that idea in 2003. I ain't gonna say my other ideas, and I got so many more. And I don't want to be rich. I'd be rich just to give it away, just to help out, just to be creating jobs just like the rest of us should be that's got money in that. And I do create small jobs when I can in that. And I'm nothing. I've been a single parent for 13 years, living off of not even under 2,000 a month. Two kids, single parent, 2,000 a month. I know as single parents go through a lot. And look, for you that don't love kids, want kids, whatever it is, look, no matter what, there's so many different ways of thinking in that, so many different shoes on, walks of life. I gotta think of like so many people to reach. There's bad people, good people. We all got hearts. We all have a mindset if we're gonna love someone or hate someone. And I hate to break it down to you, even bad people love. Believe that. So I could speak more about things in that, but I got things to do in that, being a parent and other things. I got things to do in that. So please, world, flood the market. Get this message out there. Because I'm going to get this message out there even better than I did the last one. Because this one even holds more weight to it. And if I die because of this message, I'm going to be a happy man. I just hope I can find someone that I can trust that's going to, help shape my sons, the rest of their life before they become men themselves and that. So please, let's love each other. Let's work together. Let's not stop making it left, right, up, and down. Because like I said, I'm dragging you all forward with me. We're moving forward together, whether people like it or not. If not, like I said, it's just going to get uglier and uglier and uglier. Fine, let's get it uglier. Because I had that idea set up 5 years ago too on that. So that's on you guys. If that's what you guys want to do, keep making things uglier in life and harder for each other. Oh well. I mean, I made my messages 5 years ago and now, and if we don't want to change, at least I spoke for the voiceless. I spoke for all of our ancestors who lived and died doing good or bad things, who wish they could have done better working together in that. We could have made a difference so long ago, but we've let greed stop us. Let's stop letting greed stop us. Loving each other, that's the best strength I get, is loving all hate. I love Satan. I love Jeffrey Dahmer. I love Osama bin Laden. I love Donald Trump. I love Putin. I love everyone. And I hope we can do good. Let's not hate each other. Let's see what can happen if we lay down our weapons of hate and show our compassion for each other. Let that be our weapon. Compassion. Man, I love that word, compassion, man. When I have tears from things I see in my emotions and that's gonna be my weapon, tears. I'm gonna compassion the heck out this world. Believe that. But look, listen to my message. Let's get this message out there, please. I love everyone in the world. God bless you all. Let's work together. I don't care what you believe in. Just have good in your heart, and it don't matter. We can do good things together. So let's flood the market. Please help me get this message out there so they can flood the market. There's millions of you guys around the world. Start with NATO countries, start with the left-leaning countries. Let's try to work toward getting the right on our side, and then we can worry about the up and down battle. Because they're going to see they ain't got no choice no more. Once you flood that market, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And they can't, what are they going to do? Fire you? You guys got the power. They need you in your sport. You guys play sports or you're musicians. They can't, what? We're going to love your music. I mean, come on. Let's work together. Let's play smart, not hard. Let's work smart, not hard. All right, just please. Let's get this going. Because the faster we can get this going, the faster we can stop oppression around the world. All right. Peace to all, and God willing that we could get this going fast. Thank you for you guys' time. And again, thanks for the help getting this message across. Bye.